Hey guys, in this video, we're going to find out who tunes vocals better, Logic's Flex Pitch or Celemony's Melodyne. Now we're going to dive straight into it. This is the track we're working on.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
So pretty cool tune. What we're going to do is take the lead vocal, turn off all the backing vocals, double tracks, harmonies, all that stuff. We're going to have a look at how easy it is to work in either Melodyne or Flex Pitch and which one sounds the best in the end. So I've got the lead vocal for the chorus right here, and what we're going to do is tune these first two lines and compare them. So we need to run Melodyne over this first one. So we're just going to put Melodyne as our first plugin on the channel strip, hit this record button on the side here, and then we're going to play it through.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
All right, so there's our lead vocal. Now there are some little pitch fluctuations in here, but for the most part, it's fairly on pitch, and once we iron this out, it's going to sound really good. So when I'm tuning vocals in Melodyne, the first thing I'm going to do is set the key of the song on the side here, and then what I'm going to do is just come up to the top here, press this little button right here, and we're going to set our pitch center to about 85%, pitch drift to maybe 80% as well, roughly up here, and we're just going to hit OK. Now I'm going to have a quick look at this. Sometimes I do this beforehand, I cut these little notes out, but there's not really much here, so it doesn't matter today. So we're just going to drag this down. I feel like this note's going to be in the wrong spot, probably going to be up here on our B flat.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
Instant improvement, sounds great already. There's not really that much that needs to be done to this. Maybe this note here still had a bit of like pitchiness to it. So we tighten that up a bit, maybe tighten some of these up a bit with the vibrato. Let's give it another listen, maybe in the context of the track.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
Okay, so I'm just going through and kind of like flattening a few things out. Still think we can make this a bit tighter, especially because it's a very poppy kind of track. Get this pitch really tight. So this one here, the pitch drift tool, lets you kind of tighten up that drift in the pitch. And this one here, the modulation tool, helps just iron out the vibrato and any shakiness in the note. If you push it too hard, it starts to sound really tuned.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
I think that's pretty good. That took like a minute essentially, like not very long at all to do. And I'm talking while I'm doing it, so it's taking me even longer. Let's jump over and try the same thing on Flex Pitch. So if we don't have Flex Time open, press Command F. From our tab, we're going to select Flex Pitch. It's going to analyze it, and it's going to load this up. Now, there's two ways of doing this. So you can either stretch this out and have a look at your piano roll right here. You can see what's going on. Or you can double click on the file, make sure you go to Track, and then you click on this Flex button here. And that's going to open up the piano roll so you can see everything that's happening. So what we're going to do first is just cut anywhere where the notes need to be split, like here, 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 maybe this little thing here, maybe, yeah, that's a tricky one, maybe around there. We'll have to play with that, I think. So we can set the key of our song over here. So we've got B flat major, and then what we're going to do is push our pitch correction. Let's see what happens when we do that. Command A. There we go. I'm just going to push this up to like 80, 90%. To me, I can already see this is like, this is way worse than what Melodyne looks like.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
I mean, straight up, it still doesn't even really sound like it's been tuned after I hit it with pitch correction at 87%. So Flex Pitch already letting me down a little bit here, but let's just go into the fine tuning and see what we can do with this. So we drag down on the top here, we can see this is a bit sharp. So we pull down on this middle one down the bottom to tighten up the vibrato, sort of smooth it out. I guess we can pull this back up now. I'm just gonna highlight them all, Command A, and pull down on the vibrato. Let's just tighten everything up a little bit. Now let's play around these drifts. That still needs to be tighter. So this is really fiddly, man. All right, I'm going to play around with this and speed this up so you don't have to sit here and watch me do this. But basically that's the idea. You're just going to play with the vibrato and then play with the pitch drift. And if it still sounds a bit funky, then you can play with the fine pitch where you pull it all up or down until you have a result that you're happy with. Before we go any further, thanks for watching this video, guys. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell and keep up to date with all the latest videos. All right, I've done my best. I've had to do a lot of tweaking, but I think it sounds okay now.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
So let's listen to these back to back. Melodyne versus Flex Pitch. You know, Melodyne took me about a minute or two. Flex Pitch took me about 5 or so minutes to dial in something that I was kind of happy with.
I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy. I'll be running wild and free, baby, until all of this heartbreak gets hazy.
Listening to those, I felt like there was almost a tonal difference. Let's just quickly check that again.
I'll be running wild and free, baby. I'll be running wild and free, baby.
You hear the top end? The top end's gone on the Flex Pitch track. So let's see if that airs in the track when we turn Melodyne off.
I'll be running wild and free, baby. I'll be running wild and free, baby. I'll be running wild and free, baby. Yeah,
there's a full-on tonal change just by using Flex Pitch. To me, that's like a massive red flag. Like, it's changed the tone of the track, not just the pitch. So we're losing fidelity almost. Like, the airy top end is being shaved away. Maybe for some people they might like that, but for me, I want that clarity on the vocal. I want the air. It's going to help it cut through this dense mix and it makes the vocal sound nice. So that's kind of disappointing. Let's talk about the pitch though. So for me, Melodyne, super quick to use, super friendly. Like, you load it up, everything's nice and clear and easy. It's a nice interface. The tools, you right click, you can get to all your tools really quickly. You can hold down Option and fine tune the pitch. I couldn't find a way to do that in Flex. There wasn't like any quick shortcut. There probably is, but I couldn't find it at the time when I was doing it to just quickly drag a note. If I wanted to, you have to use that fine pitch thing, and that's kind of annoying. Even just the auto, turn it on, snap it to the grid to whatever percentage you want, yielded pretty good results. But Flex Pitch, on the other hand, when we snapped it to that pitch correction, it almost sounded like it didn't do anything. And so then diving into fine tuning it was really fiddly, playing with the vibrato and then like playing with the ins and the outs. And it just took a lot more work to get to something that I still wasn't that happy with. And it sounds a bit more affected and less natural than Melodyne. So for me, it's a clear winner. Melodyne just kills Flex Pitch. Unfortunately, the thing with Melodyne is it has a big price tag. So if you're using Melodyne Studio like me, at the moment it's US $699, and that's pretty whopping big. I mean, for some people, you're not going to need Studio. You could probably get away with like the Essential or Assistant. But what I love about Studio is just having everything in it, and you can see all the tracks at the same time. You can tune your harmonies and compare it to your lead vocal, and it's really easy to use. But again, big price tag. But for me, I couldn't live without Melodyne. It's definitely earned its dollar back for me in the studio. I use it in every session, use it all the time. It's saved so many sessions, especially when there's like pitchy DI guitars and stuff like that. But Flex Pitch for me, I think I used it once or twice, gave it a go and said, nah, this doesn't work. And I thought I'd come back to it today and check it out again. And I still think Flex Pitch sucks. So if you don't have Melodyne, you know, you're going to get by with a bit of this, but you can hear there's issues with it changing the tone of the track, but also it's going to take you a lot longer to play with it and get it right. But Melodyne, on the other hand, is going to be really quick and easy, and it retains the true tone of the track. So that's just a big win for me. What do you guys think? Is Melodyne better than Flex Pitch? what do you use when you tune vocals. If you're keen to watch another Melodyne related video, stick around, check out this next one where I'll show you how to make fake harmonies when you only have a single vocal to work with.
I'll be running wild.